This week, I'm not sure if you saw in the paper, there's another celebrity death. Pillsbury Doughboy died this week in his sleep at 71 of a long-standing yeast infection. His funeral was attended by dozens of celebrities, among those Miss Buttersworth, Hungry Jack, and Betty Crocker. Auntie Mama gave a eulogy, and she referred to Doughboy as a man who was really needed, a role model for many. He is survived by his wife, Jane Doe, his children, John, Play, and Dosey. And there was one in the oven. Rather than the usual burial ceremony or cremation, he decided to be baked. So the funeral was Friday at 3:50 for 20 minutes. Nelson Mandela was in prison in Robben Island for 18 of his 27 years for a political offense. He received the lowest level of treatment while he was in prison. President Botha once offered Nelson Mandela an exchange or release if he would just discontinue the struggle, if he would just discourage others in what he was doing. As you know, Nelson Mandela rejected that offer. And he continued in that same situation, knowing that if he just given in, if he just given up, he would have had the freedom that he wanted so much. But he refused to give up. And he was in prison another 10 years. And in 1990, February, the world rejoiced and cheered as a 71-year-old Nelson Mandela walked out of prison a free man. But he didn't just walk out with his freedom, but with his dignity, knowing that he fought for what was right. You have to discover who you are not when things are easy. Sometimes finding who you are is during the difficult times. Something comes out of you that you never knew you had. A strength, a resiliency, a belief that you find that if you just believe in yourself, that you can do anything that you can set your mind to. You cannot fear God and fear enemies. My fear is of God. Not a fear of God that I'm afraid. My fear is I don't want to disappoint God. I know that God has been too good to me. God has trusted me too much with so much. And I don't want to disappoint God by doing a poor showing or a poor job. My fear is that I don't want to get to the end and God can't say, well done, thy good and faithful servant. My fear is that somewhere along the way, I will listen to the enemies and I will fall short, that I will not complete the walls and the building that God has called me to do. My fear is that within me is no good thing. And if I will listen to that no good Gene James, then nothing good is going to happen. My fear is that I will not hear the voice of God giving me encouragement and faith and saying, press on, thy good and faithful servant. My fear is that I will not get to glory and be there among the saints. My fear is that I may give up just short of victory. Don't fall to the fear. Know that with God, all things are possible if we would simply persevere and believe God and never give up.